So good morning. It's launch day. As you know, I started this business about a year ago, focusing predominantly on corporate clients. Where I go in and do my sales training for a team of 30 sales professionals across North America, or six in a regional market. And then I did servant leadership training across executive teams, predominantly within Ontario right now. And I go in and it's, 16 hours of training, depending on how much you're doing and how deep you want to dive. And there's multiple people in a room and at a corporate rate of 385, which is quite pricey for some people individually, there's value when there's 20 people in the room because you're each paying 20 bucks an hour to get that content. The added value that you get is I'm there. I'm observing the behaviors. I do exercises. I do role plays. I really make sure you can demonstrate the skill before we allow you to progress and certify you in the program. And then I usually stick around and observe some coaching sessions and give some feedback. But what I've heard all along as I've been doing that on LinkedIn, you've been sending me direct messages, you've been commenting on my posts saying, I love this stuff. How do I get it? Let's talk. And then when we talk, you're an individual who wants it because your company's not doing it. And I share the corporate rate and it's like, whoa, right? Doesn't make sense. I don't have 20 people absorbing this cost. I see the added value of a group setting and you coaching me, Marc, not just training me, but it doesn't work. Like, I'd love to be able to access this content though. So here's what I did. I thought, okay, well, how do I solve that problem? I hear you loud and clear. So I've created an e-commerce portal. I'm going to walk you through it right now. And what it is, it's the exact same training I do, but in a condensed format. So here's what you're not getting. You're not getting all the exercises in a group. You're not getting me walk around the room, making you present and giving you feedback and do it again. You're not getting me setting you up with all the role plays that you go and do a group exercise with. You're not getting the group dialogue. You're not getting my observation as you do the role play at the end to get certified. But what you are going to get is the exact same content in a more condensed manner. So what I've done is I'm going to give you 1 hour video training for each of the 5 major modules in my servant leadership training. And with that video training, you're going to get the downloadable form. So you have the coaching form, you have the connection meeting form, you have the personal development strategy form, you have the coaching during the game form. And what's going to happen in each of those chapters that you purchase, modules, you can buy the whole course for $79 in servant leadership, or you can buy individual modules as you go through my site for $19. And each of those, you'll watch the video, it'll be there forever. Once you're registered, you've bought that training, you can go back to it as much as you want when you log in the site. And the downloadable form will be there, and you can use that as much as you want. Feel free to download it and change the logo. Right now it has my coaching logo on it. Feel free to personalize it, whatever you need to do. I have no problems with that. And what will happen as you have access to the video and go back to the forms, you'll see that in the video, I've set up the training where I explain the philosophy first. Here are the steps. Here's how you do it. Then what I do is I actually bring up the form that you're going to need to use, and I give you examples of each, and I give you a little bit of a role play. And so what you should be equipped to do after an hour is go away and hit the ground running. Now, the gap that you won't get because my corporate clients get for that cost that they absorb over multiple participants is my ongoing feedback as you're practicing the skill. I'm not there with you. You're there, you got to do it. But here's the knowledge will be transferred. And that's why it's 19 bucks for a module or 79 for the whole thing. Okay, so there it is. Let me walk you through it. I'm going to do a little bit of share screen. I've started with servant leadership. It's available to buy today. Moving forward, you're going to see my sales training, so sales behavior training, and that is about how do you capture the client when you've got the opportunity and you're having the sales dialogue, they're ready to listen. And then you're going to see my sales prospecting training that is all about the behaviors to get someone to give you that opportunity, how to write a proper email, how to leave a proper voicemail, how to create a proper phone call to get a sales meeting, and how to properly use CRM and what to put in it. Because CRM is a platform and it's important to keep you organized and trigger actions, but the behaviors are what causes the results. So I'm going to give you both. And then I'm going to do a little piece on managing your career. So how do you prepare for an interview? How do you find out about an organization? How do you find out about the interviewer? How do you position your answers so it resonates with their need based on that research and gives you the best chance of success at getting that role you want? In that course will also be how to develop your own career when you have a leader who doesn't. And then lastly, once you've done the interviewing and the development piece, there'll be a whole piece on how do you take that interview development and now grow your career and ask for that next opportunity. So that's coming for those of you who want to manage your career, because I've done a lot of coaching on the side to help people prepare for interviews. Knock on wood, they've been successful and got the opportunity. So I think I could add some value there. So that's coming. You will also find on this website a link to my corporate page for businesses who want to do this over multiple people and have that experience. And then you'll see a link to my book, of course. Okay, so let me take you through the e-commerce site and the first training. That's the servant leadership training. So I'm going to share my screen here. All right, so here's the site. So you will land on, you will go to markpetipod.podia.com. It will also be a link on my website, www.markpetipod.com. You'll see training for individuals, non-corporate, as a page title, and there'll be a link to this page. So you'll be able to find it in both locations. So when you land on the page, you're going to see right now servant leadership, business coaching, and the 50-year-old millennial. So quickly, the 50-year-old millennial, when you click that page, it's just going to take you to my 50-year-old millennial website. You can read about the book or you can purchase it now. So we're going to go back. So I don't really want to learn about the 50-year-old millennial anymore. Let's go back one more. Let's do this. Okay, we're going to go back to my leadership training portal. And then the next one is just going to take you to my corporate site. So this is where companies can go find out what I've done for other companies, the offering, and this is for clients who want to train multiple people and they want to do it live with me. So we don't want that one right now, but it will be there if you need it. And then I know this is a weird way of going through my history. Sorry, everybody. And then we're going to land back on the page. And so the first tab is your actual training. So when you land on the home page, you'll see a description that says executive level business training for all. The fundamentals, so the first one that's now showing up is servant leadership anchor training. So if you want to learn a little bit more about what the training is, well, here's the description: a leadership masterclass driven by a radical proposition. Servant leadership is a perfect framework to recruit, mentor, educate, and promote the talent that will drive business. We're going to go ahead and say, hey, that's interesting. I want to learn more. And keep in mind, once we have sales training, the two of them up there, and the career development training, those will be falling below on the homepage of the servant leadership training. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and learn more. And what it's going to bring up is a deeper description. So finally, a leadership process that drives the growth of your company and your people that can be trained, measured, and scaled. The course will teach you the 5 servant leadership anchors and the behaviors to execute them flawlessly. So this course includes 5 video lessons, 5 hours of content, and 4 worksheets. There is no performance review worksheet. That is on purpose. I could build you one in a heartbeat. I've seen so many in so many organizations, but if you're working somewhere today and you bring in your own performance review form, that might not go so well with your HR department. So what I'm doing is I will teach you the behaviors in that course and leave it to you to decide if you want to buck the trend and do your own form. But what I strongly recommend is take the behaviors I train you on in the course and implement them into your existing form. The behaviors I train will work with any performance review out there in industry today. So if I wanted to buy the whole course, I could just go in now and buy it for $79. I'd enter my email, accept the terms of the agreement. I've bought one already of my first customer to see that it works. What I'll do is I'll cancel the purchase. I'll buy one of the chapters I haven't bought. So you can buy the whole course at $79, or you can come in and you can buy one of the course modules. And so in those course modules, you can either learn how to manage the pivotal connection meeting, how to run short, powerful weekly coaching sessions, how to coach employees during the game, how to shape and implement strategies for personal development, or how to sharpen employee results through performance review that they and you will look forward to. So again, let's say I want to buy the weekly coaching session. I don't want to buy the bundle at $79. I know how to do the connection meeting. I know how to do coaching during the game. I really want to learn to be a better regular coach in the office. Okay, so I'm going to hit here and learn more. Quick description of what's in the training. I'm going to go ahead and buy that for $19.99 Canadian. Okay, so let's enter my email address. I'm going to set it up as a different one because I've already set up my corporate account. So let's see what this does. Okay, so I got to go in and I got to enter my credit card number. I'm not going to do that right now. That would be silly, wouldn't it? But what will happen is it will download the course material. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into the site now as if I was a member, and you'll see what you see when you download that. So let's back step, and it's one click. You enter your credit card, your CVV, you're done. The course gets downloaded. Let me show you what you would see. Sorry, I'm going to move my little video thumbnail. Okay, so let's log in. So I'm going to log in under my corporate account. Sorry, corporate email, marc@marcpetitpas.com. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in my password that I put in for it. And I'm going to log in. Now, this is going to show me the courses I've already bought. I can go back and access them at any time. So I bought the entire bundle yesterday for $79.99. So I can go and access all 5 of those courses. So if you just bought the one course, you would just see the course that you bought here. So let's assume on that previous screen where I didn't want to put my credit card information here for everyone to see, I clicked it and it downloaded this. I would go back to that weekly coaching session. I'll say, okay, I want to resume the course because I've already bought it. So over here in the contents, right now it's showing up as weekly coaching session document. And the reason that is the video scratched out because what I've already read last. And the what's in this training is scratched out, but you can go back to it. So I'll go back to what's in the training video. The first thing explains exactly the behaviors that are going to be trained in the video. Then I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to watch that 1-hour training session. Oh, it's so weird watching yourself. And there's about an hour of content and behaviors. You'll see the deck. You'll see me doing some of my chicken scratch on the board to explain things. And I'm giving you examples that are in that form on how to conduct that training session. So that coaching session. So you'll be fully trained on, pause me. You'll be fully trained on the behaviors, the science, and a role play on how to do it. And then when you're done, you go right down here and you go, okay, well, I'm going to do a coaching session with one of my staff. I'm going to go ahead and download that file. So now it's on my computer. Now I can go back to my marcpetitpas.podia.com to get it if I lose it and want it, but I've downloaded it onto my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and open that file right now. And there you go. There's the Marc Petitpas Weekly 101 Coaching. So you can take that form, and all of those steps on that form is what's in the 1-hour training. So long story short, I'm going to stop sharing now. I think I've delivered something to you that is of extreme value at $79.99 for all 5 1-hour trainings and the form that goes with it. And I think I've delivered something that's of extreme value for you if you just have a one portion of that leadership behavior that you want to get better at for 19 bucks. I don't know what else to say other than I think I've solved what you've asked me to solve. Now, here's the beauty. I stand behind you getting value out of that. I have the ability to refund you your money. The back end of Podia is simple. I can click a refund button and it reloads back on your card instantly. Now, I don't know how long that transfer takes. So in full transparency, when you pay, it takes 7 days for me to get it from Podia. But I can process the refund right away. So however long they take to transact that and put it in your account, but it's one click of the button on the back end for me. That offer stands. If you don't get value for $19.99 on a course, you tell me, you'll get your money back. I don't know how you don't. This is years and years of watching other great leaders. And for me, putting it in a process of the best leaders in Canada, added with my own spin and putting it into a process and giving it to you. But if you're not happy, I ain't happy. So you let me know. I've got a full refund policy if you're not satisfied. Okay. There you go. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out. It's live right now. Servant leadership course is up with the 5 modules, and coming soon will be sales. The training's all done. I've done this with clients. The deck's ready. I just got to film all the videos and still be respectful to my corporate clients that are booking me like crazy right now. But I'll get there. So for those of you waiting for the sales training, it's coming. For those of you who are waiting for the leadership training, it's here. Enjoy marcpetitpas.podia.com. And if you can't find it there, just go to my website. The link will be up. Thanks, everybody. I really hope I heard you, and I really hope you're finding great value in these $19 training courses. All the best, everyone. Take care. You know where to find me if you need me. Cheers. Love you. Stay safe.